Master of Chaos, Dyer Island. Jay? Nia called. Where is he? Well, he has to be here somewhere, Cole said. Unless he got too scared and left, Lloyd suggested. By himself? Without telling us? Nia pointed out. We would have heard something, Irene added. There's always a reasonable explanation, Zane said. Nia went to the arcade cabinet and brushed her hands against the controls, accidentally pressing the button to turn it on. Oops, she said. Would you like to enter Prime Empire? The game said. Jay got the game working? Irene said as Nia started poking around, pulling the front open. What's the reasonable explanation for an arcade cabinet having a secret chamber? Kai wondered. Cole shrugged, then looked up. A security camera! That'll have the answers, he said, pointing. Zane, can you pull up the video on this computer? Zane went over to the computer and brought up a video as the others crowded around to look. It started with a ninja entering the building. In the video, the robo arm fell on Lloyd, and he shrieked and flung it at Irene. You can fast forward that part, Lloyd said nervously. In fact, we should erase this after we're done, he added, as Zane and Cole gave him a funny look. Zane fast-forwarded to the part where Jay got the game working, and a wave of energy burst from it, knocking him down. Zane paused it. Whoa! Did you see that? Kai asked. Rewind that, Cole said. Zane did so. Appears to be some sort of energy wave, he observed. Well, what does that mean? Nia asked. Keep fast-forwarding, Lloyd said. Zane fast-forwarded to the part where the game opened up and Jay entered. He vanished, and the game shut down just as the rest of them entered. Zane paused the video, and they all stared apprehensively at the video game. Where did Jay go? Nia asked. He never came out, Cole stammered. I'm starting to think this is no ordinary game, Kai remarked. That thing took Jay, Nia exclaimed. Maybe to find Jay we have to play the game? Irene mused. That would be exceedingly dangerous. Whatever happened to Jay would likely happen to us, Zane pointed out. You can't take the chance. Not until we know what we're dealing with. We need answers, Lloyd said. From who? Kai asked. Lloyd scratched his chin, deep in thought. They all agreed that Irene would take the lead in questioning the mechanic. You're a human lie detector and you know how to get people to talk, Lloyd pointed out. They headed down to the interrogation room. Irene sat across from the mechanic, and the other stood behind her. Irene put down a file with a strange symbol on it. I have some questions, and you will answer one way or another, she said. She pointed to the file. What is the symbol? Where is Jay, and what'd you do to him? What is the deal with that arcade game, Prime Empire? And who is Unagami? The mechanic's head jerked up when Irene uttered the name. Where'd you hear that name? He asked. Kai and Nia grinned at each other, pleased with their friend's success. So you do know him? Irene asked. The mechanic simply turned away. I searched my database of all known criminals and have found no reference to Unagami, Zane said. Huh! He can control your pathetic database. Soon he'll control everything, the mechanic gloated. The commissioner opened the door and entered the room. What's the name of that arcade game you're all worked up about? He asked. Prime Empire? Lloyd said. Yeah, that's the one. I'm getting reports from all over the city that a bunch of arcade games are changing into it, the commissioner said. Changing? How? Nia asked. The mechanic chuckled softly but fell silent when Irene glared at him. I don't know, they just changed, like overnight. The game was one thing and now it's Prime Empire, the commissioner said. Remember that weird pulse of energy when Jay started up the game? I wonder if that had something to do with it, Kai said. Oh, I think it had everything to do with it, Irene said, shooting another death glare at the mechanic. He just chuckled. You can't stop it. It's too late. It's starting, just like he said. What's starting? What did you do? Lloyd demanded. Me? Why, nothing. I've been with your police buddies all night, the mechanic said, feigning innocence. Commissioner, would you throw this criminal into a cell? Lloyd asked. It would be my pleasure. Lock him up, boys, the commissioner ordered. The mechanic cackled as he was dragged away. You can't stop it. It's too late. It's starting, he shouted as he was taken out of the room. He poked his head around the door. Just like he said it would. It's all... The commissioner shut the door on his face. Hey! Ow! Watch it! The mechanic complained. Prime Empire was created by a programmer named Milton Dyer. He's a legend in the gaming industry and considered one of the best coders of all time. If anyone can tell us about Prime Empire, it will be Milton Dyer, Zane said. They took the Destiny's bounty and set a course for Dyer Island, where Zane said Milton Dyer lived. Once they were out of Ninjago City, Lloyd put the ship on autopilot. Zane pulled up a file on Milton Dyer, enlarging the photograph. You'd think there'd be an easier way to contact Milton Dyer than flying to an island and trying to figure out which house is his, Cole remarked. Dyer is a recluse. No one has seen him for almost 30 years. However, it is a private island and there is only one house. His, Zane said. He owns the whole island? Nia asked. That explains why it's called Dyer Island, Kai said. They dropped the anchor and slid down the chain, landing in front of a rusted iron gate overgrown with vines. Guys, are we sure this is the right private island? This place looks a little run down, Nia said. She pulled the gate open just enough for everyone to slip through. These coordinates are correct, Zane said. What is this? Cole asked, looking around at the foliage surrounding them. It is a hedge maze, Zane said. Well, by the looks of it, Dyer's not the only one who's been missing for 30 years. His gardener clearly vanished too. I mean, look at this mess, Kai remarked as he and the others started to walk through the maze. He hurried to catch up with them. As they walked through the maze, Cole noticed that Irene's brow was furrowed. You okay, love? He asked. Fine. I'm okay. It's just... The last time I was in a hedge maze, it was on Chen's Island. And I lost, she said quietly. Cole took her hand. Well, that's not happening this time. I won't let it, he promised. Irene smiled at him. The ninja made it through the maze and arrived at the mansion. Wow. Anyone can just walk up to the front door? I think he'd have a little security, Nia said. Or a hedge trimmer, Kai remarked, using the door knocker. Irene's senses tingled, but before she could say anything, a spring-loaded platform catapulted all of them back to the start of the maze. They landed in a heap. Owie! Why am I always at the bottom of the pile? Irene whined as they all got back up. Let's try that again. And this time, no one get catapulted, Cole suggested. They went through the maze again. Irene saw something move out of the corner of her eye and quickly stopped everyone as a vine stretched across the path in front of them. If any of them had been standing there, it would have stabbed them. Whoa! That was close, Nia gasped. Strange. Ivy is not normally known to be a dangerous plant, Zane mused. We must have set off a whole security system. Who knows what other booby traps are here, Kai said. Step slowly and deliberately, Lloyd said. As he spoke, he slowly turned to see the statues at the maze exit block it as their eyes lit up. You never know when... Ah! He yelped and dodged the lasers that the statue started firing. New plan! Run! He cried, and they all ran for the door of the mansion, dodging lasers. Talk about giving the evil eye, Kai remarked. In front of the ninja, a cage came up out of the ground, releasing 3 robot dogs. Robot dogs have a land speed of 30 miles an hour, Zane said, he and Kai ducking as lasers flew over their heads. We cannot outrun them. Newer plan! Fight! Kai yelled, leaping toward one of the robot dogs as it jumped at him. He used Spinjitzu to take it down. Cole jumped out of the way. And these evil statues aren't running out of lasers either, he said. Whoa! He jumped back as vines whipped out, going from one hedge wall to the other. The walls were closing in. Zane kicked the dogs off him and tried to push back the walls. We've got to escape this garden or we're going to get squished, he said. Or zapped, Kai added, ducking a laser. Or eaten, Nia said. Irene felt panic building in her chest. Not just panic. Guys, get down! She yelled, her eyes flickering red and yellow. The others ducked as Irene released a wave of indigo energy, destroying and shorting out the security system and incinerating the hedges. She fell to her knees in shock, her eyes fading back to blue and brown. Irene, are you okay? Cole asked, going to her side. What was that? Lloyd asked. I panicked, she squeaked. I'm sorry. Don't be, Cole said, pulling her to her feet and hugging her. We would have been toast if it wasn't for you. Are you guys okay? Irene asked. We're fine, Nia assured. They saw a man approaching and took a fighting stance. Sorry, I was in the shower, or else I could have just buzzed you in, the man said. Sorry, I think I broke the security system. Who are you? Irene asked. I'm Bob the intern, the man replied. He led them into the mansion. I've worked for Mr. Dyer for 31 years now, though he hasn't been here in a long, long time, Bob said. Wait, Milton Dyer isn't here? Lloyd asked. No, I was hoping you were coming with information for me about where he is. I've been waiting, rather patiently, for his return. He promised me a promotion, Bob said, smiling happily. Kai sighed. What can you tell us about Prime Empire? He asked. Oh, Mr. Dyer can explain that better than I can, Bob replied. You just said he isn't here, Zane pointed out. He isn't, Bob replied, rolling out a cart with an old television. He then opened a drawer and took out a VHS tape. This is a recording of him on the day he finished making the game. Kai peeked into the drawer. Wow, look at all these scrapped game concepts. Face-to-Face 4, Unfinished Adventure Game 1. Huh, Ukulele Legend, he said. Yeah, but Prime Empire was his favorite. It was so advanced, he said it would seem like magic, Bob said, turning on the television. Milton Dyer appeared on the screen. Prime Empire is not just a video game. It's a ticket to another world. A world so immersive you'll think it's real. Prime Empire isn't just going to change how games are played, it's going to change the world as we... A flash of light came from off screen and static appeared as Milton Dyer went to investigate. The screen went dark. Wait, what was that flash of light? Lloyd asked. The same thing happened to Jay after he turned on the video game, Cole recalled. Yeah, something went wrong with the game. I asked Mr. Dyer about it once, but he wouldn't say, Bob said. Something went wrong, all right. Prime Empire games appeared in arcades all over Ninjago last night. Any idea why? Zane asked. Oh, I'd say that's impossible, Bob replied. Except, Mr. Dyer always used to say... He paused for a moment to remember the coder's words. Good technology should make the impossible possible. It just seemed just like magic. Anyway, Prime Empire was never released. Too many problems. It broke Mr. Dyer's heart. What kind of problems? Kai asked. Something to do with some unauthorized changes Mr. Dyer made to the game. His bosses found out and weren't happy. Creative differences, I guess, Bob said. So what happened? Nia asked. Well, the company fired Mr. Dyer. He was pretty angry about it, too. Kept saying they had no vision. But he said he'd have the last laugh. He said they'd be sorry one day, Bob answered. He said that? Cole said. A missing programmer set on revenge? Nia said. And now a mysterious villain named Unagami reintroducing the game? Zane added. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Kai asked. The others looked at him in confusion. Irene's mouth fell open, understanding Kai's line of thinking. Milton Dyer is Unagami! She gasped. And we've got to stop him before anyone else gets taken, Kai exclaimed.